Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I'm here to talk to you today about staying sober for today. And what's today? Today happens to be August 18th, 2026. And and it's a beautiful day. Yeah, the weather's fantastic. Um, the weather is fan freaking tastic. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. I hope your day is going good. And yeah, mine definitely is. Here in the shade, it's very comfortable. I did my walk. I wasn't able to do the four of them, so I did three, and the last one was basically a pass. My legs were getting sore. I was getting tired, so I called it short at three. Which is okay. It's okay. I'll I'll be good. I was getting tired in the end, so I stopped. And yeah, so today here I am. I did my walk down the park. Gonna got a meeting coming up. Gonna talk to you guys for a few minutes and talk about like whatever you guys want. What do you want to talk about today? How about you know you can do it if you try. You can do it. You can do it. And that was one of the things that I loved when I first came into recovery 34 years ago. I used to look at people that had whatever, amount of time, and it was like, wow. I was like really impressed with that, and even now, like, I mean, I got a lot of time, but there are people that have more time than that right now. I mean, that's my goal. I mean, my goal is to stay sober for the rest of my life, whatever that is. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be whatever. But today I'm going to stay sober. I'm going to stay sober. I want to stay sober. I haven't wanted to drink in 34 years, and that's gigantic. That's huge, man. That's wonderful, wonderful, and that's the truth. I have not had a desire to pick up in 34 years, and but it's a one day at a time program, and I could honestly say that for today, I don't want to drink. I don't want to drink. Nothing good. I mean, I could do it. I could do whatever I want. And when you get into recovery too, you can do whatever you want. But is a drink gonna make anything better? Is a drink gonna fix the problem? If someone died, is it gonna bring them back? Whatever happens, whatever happens, is a drink gonna make it better? It's just gonna make me blotto. It's gonna um, it's gonna just like put everything out of my consciousness and make me forget about it because but when you come back out of your stupor or whatever, you're gonna be just as bad and worse than you were before you got in it. It's not gonna fix anything. Taking a drink isn't gonna fix a thing, and but I thank God that I haven't wanted to pick up a drink in 34 years. And there's more than coincidence. I just all of a sudden lost my desire to drink. And once you have done it for a while, you start getting into new habits and new things, like instead of getting drunk every day, which I did, I would like not pick up a drink every day, one day at a time. It's the same thing, even when you drank one day at a time. So I'm not going to pick up a drink one day at a time, and I've been doing that for a long time. You know, the minutes add up to hours, the hours add up to days, the days add up to months, the months add up to years, and before you know it, you're many years sober, and that's okay. But you got to take it back to today and say, well, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do to treat my untreated alcoholism? And what do? I pray to God, Step 11 every day, all day. Sometimes I'm a little better than I am on other days, but I got to do it. I got to do it on a daily basis. I got to keep that conscious contact alive. And how do I do that? Well, the program says you do it through prayer and meditation. Um, Prayer and meditation are the key ingredients to keeping your conscious contact with God alive. And I try to do that. Like I said, sometimes I do it better than others. Not perfect. Let's just say spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. It's possible. Progress is possible. I'm living proof that it is, and I know lots and lots and lots of other people are sober as long as I have, some more. Um, but we do it a day at a time, guys. A day at a time, we arrest this disease called alcoholism. And what else does our literature says that we're never cured, and after a long time we get worse, never better. And that's I gotta admit, I haven't drank for 34 years, but if I were to pick it up, like play devil's advocate, I'd be worse than I ever was, because it doesn't pick up where you left off. It continues as if you never stopped drinking. Um, that's scary. That's scary. I had a friend, and she's sober for a little while, not a great while, but she was a teacher. She was a teacher, and hmm, she was going to a rehab. I remember seeing her at a meeting. I saw her at a meeting. It was on a Sunday night, and she said she'll see us when she came back from the meeting. But she was going to Florida to a rehab, and well, apparently she went down there for the rehab, came back, to Connecticut, and lo and behold, the day she came back from rehab, she died of heroin overdose. You know, so no, you're not safe. You're not safe. You gotta be vigilant. There's a word I don't get to say much, but you gotta be vigilant and fight it like it's fighting for your life, because it is. It wants you dead. This disease wants you dead, and I ain't ready for dead yet. I'm not ready for it. I got more living to do. When God says I'm ready, then I'm ready. He hasn't said it yet. And believe me, I've been checking. So, if you're here and your heart's beating, you have a pulse, God's not ready for you yet. You have more to do in this world. So, just hang in there. If you're having a tough day, hang in there. Don't give up. Don't drink and go to meetings. And work the steps. Eventually, when you get better, after you don't drink and go to meetings for a long time, then you got to do the steps. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get better, you got to do the steps. So I have what do you call it? I'm getting better a little bit at a time. I'm not quite there yet. Working on it. Working on it. A day at a time. And this is the greatest thing in the world, recovery. In recovery, I got the rest of my life to work on it. I know I'm gonna die someday, but when I do, I want to die sober. I want it to be sober, because I didn't come this far just to come this far. I came this far to win in life, and one day at a time I have been. You know, it's like I said, it's a beautiful day as you can ever ask for, and I'm so glad that you guys checked in with me. It's nice to have people that maybe I can help. I don't know if it does, but it helps me. I listen to it when I go home from the meeting, and and I'll think something like, oh, I could do that a little better, or I could do that a little better. There's always flaws, but what the hell? I'm a flawed person, you know. Again, man, enjoy this beautiful day, and whatever you do, don't drink, don't use, and please leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you want. I'd love to chat with you about anything. God bless you all. Love.